Today, I'm going to show you how to make a really cool stress ball. And we're going to start by making some slime out of cornflour or cornstarch. Open up your packet and tip some into a jug. Then slowly add some water and mix it in with your hand. It absorbs the water really quickly, so keep adding some more until you can mix it into a nice slimy consistency, like this. What we've actually made is a non-Newtonian fluid, known as oobleck, and although it might just look like a thick liquid, it doesn't behave in quite the same way. I'll show you. If I try and hit it with my fingers, they just strike the surface, a bit like hitting rubber. But if I slowly lower my fingers into the fluid, you can see they go all the way in. And if I try and pick up a handful, I can actually mould it with my fingers. But the moment I stop, it returns to a fluid and runs through my fingers. Pretty cool, huh? It's great fun to play with, and it's perfect for making stress balls out of, but it can be a bit messy. If you spill some onto the table, you can just scrape it up and use it again. To make our stress balls, we're going to pour some into a balloon. And I found the easiest way is to first pour the mixture into a plastic bottle. If you try tipping it straight into a balloon, it gets very messy. And even if you use a funnel, you can only get the balloon to fill up to a certain amount, which I'll talk about in a second. Once your mixture is in the bottle, take a balloon and stretch it over the top. Then slowly start tipping the oobleck out of the bottle and into the balloon. The balloon fills up to its natural size, then doesn't want to accept any more. So what you can do if you want to make a larger stress ball is gently squeeze the bottle to slowly pressurize more of the fluid into the balloon. This way you can make your stress ball considerably larger. When you're done, remove the balloon from the bottle. Squeeze the oobleck into the bottom of the balloon. Then tie a knot in the end. And that's going to be the inside of our stress ball. To make it stronger and less likely to pop, I'm going to be putting it inside another balloon. But instead of using a standard colour balloon, I'm going to use a marble patterned balloon to make our stress ball look that little bit more interesting. If I put a little air in it, you can really see the amazing colours and pattern. Use some scissors to cut the end off the balloon, and we'll be stretching the balloon open to go around the yellow one. Cut the nozzle off this one as well. Then carefully stuff it into the other balloon with the knotted end first. It can be a bit fiddly, so you may want someone to help you. And when it's in, it should look like this. Pretty cool, huh? You can see the yellow balloon on the inside, so if you like, you can tie a knot in the outer balloon as well. If you don't, you might find the balloon starts bulging out through the hole when you squeeze it, but I quite like that, so I decided to leave it as it is. You can get a whole load of fun-coloured balloons. I thought I'd make one out of this blue, pink and white one. I started by filling a pink balloon with some more oobleck from the bottle, and did the same again. And this time I decided to tie a knot in the outer balloon to hold it all together. I really like this one because it's got great patterning on. If you prefer not to make the slime for a filling, you can fill the balloon with something like dried rice, or I'm using mung beans. I still recommend filling up a plastic bottle first, so you can squeeze air out of the bottle to inflate the balloon whilst you're filling it up. Tie a knot in it and cut it off. And you might want to put it inside a second balloon again to make it a bit stronger. These stress balls are really good fun to make and play with. And using patterned balloons makes it even better because you can see and watch the colours stretching and morphing as you play with it. If you leave them sat still for too long, you might find the mixture inside start separating a little. But if you keep playing with it slowly, you should find it goes back to normal. I recommend using good quality thick rubber balloons which don't easily break. If you've got any oobleck left over, make sure you don't tip it down the drain because it could block them up, so throw it out with the rubbish. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If you want to see any more, like how to